We're in Los Angeles at the 2024 SVG NEXT conference. Brandon Costa from Sports Video Group. Thrilled to be joined by Dylan Boucherle from Warner Brothers Discovery. Dylan, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate you sharing your expertise. Hoping you're getting something out of this experience today, but thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you. This was fun. It's always a great event, and I'm excited that you kind of did this new kind of next-gen technology. It's kind of a great catch-all of all the things that we're talking about, but there's not really an actual SVG event for it. So it's fantastic.
No, we appreciate you being out here for it. You were on a panel towards the beginning of the event today with a lot of your league and network partners and things like that. You talked a lot about kind of mixed reality environments that you all are using more of in studio environments. How have you seen that continue to grow and what happens at TNT Sports and beyond?
Sure. I mean, there's a big appetite for data, right? And so how can we give our talent tools to interact with and to visualize and tell that story that the data has, right? And mixed reality really kind of, I don't know if you saw, we had a pitch tracker, right? And so you're able to take the actual data from the pitches and show have the talent actually show and walk through how the pitcher is throwing the ball, where they're coming into home plate, and be able to stand there with a bat, and as a player be like, this is how you need to hit. That tells a story in a way that we wouldn't have been able to do just by saying, hey, he's pitching this type of fastball, or he's pitching low and inside. And so it's taking that data, and really it's helping to tell the story. And sure, there's cool, great visual stuff you can do, but there is this personalization that people want. And while they're not necessarily interacting with it, our talent's able to do it. And so it's a lot of new tools that we can actually provide to our talent to use across all of our studio programming.
Very cool. If people haven't been to the Techwood campus in a while, it looks very different. You guys have invested in centralized REMI control rooms. You're also investing in a virtual volume. What's some of the growth that you're looking at there, and how is that element of the campus shifting as well?
Yeah, so we're building our first LED volume and virtual studio at Techwood. We do a lot of AR, but this will be our first fully virtualized volume. And we've shifted a lot as a company, right? We need to be able to do different types of shows, give them a really kind of unique look, but we don't want to be loading out big sets in and out every single time. And the technology has really gotten to a point now where you can get really photorealistic volumes, quality sets within these LED and virtual volumes. We didn't want to be the first ones out there because we really wanted to get the technology right, but it's at a place between the LEDs, what we can do with green screen, and then also the different vendors that are out there that are providing solutions with Unreal. They work really well now, and they're not crazy expensive.
Fascinating stuff that you guys are working on, and we can't wait to see more of what you do. So you come to an event like this, like you said, we don't have the opportunity too often to really kind of bundle up all of these bleeding edge, buzzwords, buzz letters kinds of topics. Was there anything in particular that you were interested in learning more about, and what do you think has really stood out to you in the program so far?
Well, it's always great to hear everybody's perspective because it's always a little bit different, right? What we see, what we think is right, you may talk to somebody else, like, nah, it's not actually working for us. So that perspective is always super critical. And as we talk about AI especially, it's a buzzword. But there are actual real tools out there that are making a difference around production, and hearing how people are using that, I think is really cool. And then when we talk about kind of the immersive technology and how the fans are interacting, it's just really great to hear all the different perspectives, like the fact that there are people from Apple talking about how they designed the Vision Pro and the thought process that went into it. While in the past that stuff, the Apple stuff wouldn't necessarily apply to our industry, there's a great correlation now for that process.
Fascinating stuff that we talked about here at the program today. We really appreciate you being such a big part of it. Thanks for making the trip, and thanks for being a part of the event today.
Anytime. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. For more of everything going on here at the SVG NEXT conference, you can also watch all the sessions. Head on over to SVG Play and sportsvideo.org.